Absolute magic.
How to Hunt is brought to you by Hoyt Archery. Get serious, get Hoyt. Habit Outdoors by Mako Inc. Our gear, your adventure. RK Hunting Adventures. Book your Canadian hunt today. Hodag. Inventory. Pattern. Hunt. Wild TV Plus. Stream the best outdoor adventures on all your favorite devices. And these valued partners.
Okay, 2024 bear camp, let's do this. We're packing up all the tubs right now. I use tubs, stack them on top of each other, all the food's in one, all the clothing in another one, all the gear in another one, and then we're gonna be ready to go. We just left the house. We're going to the river bait, which has now been named the Kohler bait, which I like the name. We've had that bait running now for a couple years, and it's getting established, and it's in an amazing funnel along the river, and it's just in one of the most beautiful places. It's probably a couple-hour quad ride out there to get to it, but we've cleared the trail now. It's all clean. You're not hitting sticks and going around corners and bumps and through big puddles. We've just really cleared it perfectly. So. This is super important to me when I'm hunting bears at the beginning of the season, because like I really, really, truly believe that as soon as that green grass starts coming out, I think those big boars come off the baits. Even if you're feeding them meat, I think they'll come off the bait and they'll go to that green grass and they'll eat it. They'll just go to it every night and night. They'll find it, they'll eat it, they'll go to it. That's just what I believe. That's just what I've seen. I think that there's a little bit of a window at the beginning of the season that you can really catch a little bit of lightning in a bottle. And I think you have to do it with a specific type of bait that we use at RK Hunting Adventures, Brian Kohler's Hunting Adventures, which I'm very excited about. This will be year one for the outfitting company, and we actually bought the company just a couple days ago, so the first year will be next season where we're running clients all through, but we're going to work with Blair Inchco from Twin Rivers and kind of combine the outfitting companies together and then do a bunch of bear hunts with a bunch of guys. So if you're sitting here watching on the app, you're watching the US, we're going to be looking for hunters. We've got 27 tags in a certain zone, and that's 27 hunters to come up to Alberta to hunt bears with us. Super giant bears with great genetics in the area. There's the biggest bears in Alberta genetics in the area, so we're pumped about that. It's actually really hard to explain in words what it's like to be in bear camp, because you have to do it. You've got to try it. You're living outside for 10 days and you're living in a wall tent or your camper or whatever it is, but you're spending 90% of your time outside. It's like unlocking something inside your body and soul that just makes you feel alive, makes you feel better.
Hey, I'm Finn Morrison. I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm here with Ryan Kohler tonight on a premium hunt. We're in a bear stand right now. We got it built into the trees. It's comfy, it's big, with the bear crib, and we're waiting for a big bear to come in. While we've been up here, we've had food and drinks back at camp. The wall tents are great. We've got a shower in camp, place to go to the bathroom. Driving around here's been awesome with all the quads and seeing all the country.
Absolutely, Zero. Just wait. Let him come into the crib. Just want to be there. That's a pretty nice bear. Can shoot that bear if you want. Awesome. Nice big bear. Let's go.
Okay, at the base of the tree, here we go. Walking up to your boar for the first time. Oh yeah, that's a nice boar. Big time.
We're out in Peace River country, and I'm here with Ryan Kohler's Hunting Adventures. I'm with Ryan Kohler himself tonight, and we just shot this awesome black bear. Waited for a few days, but he came in finally, and we got him.
Well, it's getting windy here. I can smell smoke from northern Alberta. And we've got this big bear on the ground. We're gonna try and get out of here. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. We're going out here.
That skull's going to be huge.
Yeah.
One of the best parts about this area is they have the biggest genetics in Alberta, some of the biggest genetic sized skulls in Alberta. So for Pope and Young and Boone and Crockett, like, this thing is a toad.
We've got some of the best genetics in the world in this area along the Peace River. We've got big, fat, huge bears if you like big, tall ones and big, fat ones, and we've got big skulls. So, but most of all, we've got a great adventure here for you. We've got a great time, a great place to unplug. I have a real love for bear camp. We're gonna be taking hunters next year in this camp and a couple other spike camps to take them for bears. To get out here to bear camp is a real relief for me. I get out to bear camp, I'm back outside again, getting a little suntan. In the evening, I sit by the fire, have a bronc beer, and just really enjoy myself. So come and hang out, come to bear camp. We'll bring you into our wall tents. We got 5, 6 wall tents in each spike camp. Big kitchen area where we have dinner with everyone. There's a shower, there's some outhouses that we've built. We've got all the quads and machines to get you into the back country. Deluxe wall tents are in the camp. We have a deluxe wall tent there for the kitchen, and then deluxe wall tents for the hunters, and it's just an awesome place to chill and hang out. And you can kind of walk around camp and talk to the guides, talk to the outfitters. Bears are tough, right? Like, coming through the trees, coming to the bait site, like, you don't really know how big that bear is until it's in the bait site. And then you have to have like markers, right?
But when I shot, we didn't have a barrel out, and so there was nothing
Yeah,
to
so
compare
you
it against.
would never know.
I love the idea of the marker. I hadn't thought of that.
So we have 2 hunts. We have our hunt that, all our hunters come on. It's a basic bear hunt you can find on the internet basically anywhere. Your 6-day hunt that you hunt with a group. Or we have a special hunt where if you want to have a private hunt, you would hunt with me privately. And what we would do is we would hire a slashing crew. We'll slash into a completely new area. We put 10 baits with 10 cell cameras up. We find the biggest bear in that area, and then I personally bring you in and we hunt that bear. We're also going to put it on video for the shows that we make through Wild TV and How to Hunt. So you'll be on the show, and it's a riot. So I open the Onyx app, and then I can look in the area, the zone that we hunt bears in, and I can see small little lines that haven't been touched before. They don't look like they've ever been driven on for many, many years. So those are the lines that we like to go slashing on. We'll bring a slashing crew in, we'll slash that whole line as far as we can, 20K if we can get down that far, and then put new bait sites along that line. So without the Onyx app, it's hard to find the detail. They've got really good mapping, really good 3D mapping. If you can get the detail, you can see some of those old trails, and then get down them, slash them, put bait sites on them, and then it's totally awesome. So if you're gonna come hunt with Ryan Kohler's Hunting Adventures, that's what we do. We go the extra mile, we cut new trails every single year, and every single year we put baits on them. That's how you kill monsters. So Master Guide Kevin cut this whole line in here. It's a big, long line. Cleaned up all the sticks, so you get a nice ride coming in. It's a really perfect setup. Beaver ponds everywhere. It's a beautiful place in northern Alberta where the genetics for giant bears exist, and the bear that we're dealing with right now is a toad. So hopefully he gets him.
I'm guessing about 500 plus big bear.
So we've also set up a cell camera here so we can watch, just in case it does come around and circle him again. We can get better information on timing on when the bear comes. Maybe it comes in the morning, maybe it comes in the afternoon, maybe it comes in the evening, we don't know. So we just put a Bushnell cell camera up there. We should be able to find out. If you've never hunted black bear before, I would say that it's something, as a bow hunter or a rifle hunter, any kind of hunter, that's got to be on your list. They are the funnest animals to watch. They are the funnest animals to be around. There's a sense of excitement the whole time you're on the bait. You know, there's a predator below you and it's doing all kinds of fun things. You might see some sows and cubs. You can see little bears. It's pretty awesome, pretty fun. You'll see some big sows potentially. And then if you're lucky, you'll see a big boar, which has a completely different, the way they move, the way they walk, the way they come into the bait, everything about them is special. So.
We've seen 2 bears already. Not shooters, but nice bears. They were not bears that we're looking for. But in a couple of years, there'll be a bear for you. I'm trying to shoot a bear. I haven't shot a bear for 5 years. I've got all the clients on the top baits right now, so we're kind of like picking around on some of the baits on the outskirts to see if we can find something cool. It's hard to really know what's going on all the time out here in the bear woods because you never know what's going to happen.
The low down viewer, I really like it for bear camp, especially because when you have 30 or 40 or 50 cameras out there and you just want to check them quickly, you can get through pictures fast. And it's a bigger screen than your phone, and I can just go right to what I want to see. It saves a lot of time, especially if we're talking about bears, because you get so many pictures.
We've got 6 baits on this run. And some of the cameras we pulled are just older cameras with SD cards. So now I'll be sitting here with my low down viewer. And I'm just gonna watch this bait to see what shows up. I shoot a bear about every 5 years. This is actually my personal favorite bait. It's called the Kohler bait, and there has been multiple giants on this bait over the last few years. If that big roly-poly black comes in, I'm gonna shoot him. If not, then you can book a hunt for next year and come and sit on this bait and try and shoot him. We've got 5 other clients out right now. We've got a guy that shot a 19 3/4 inch Pope and Young bear, another guy that's tagged out on 2 bears, another guy that shot a bear with his recurve and is now waiting for a giant. Basically, a lot of the hunters are pretty happy hunters right now. We're doing pretty well. So I'm gonna see if I can finish this episode, shoot a giant bear. If not, it's gonna be here for you next year.
Just hanging out in the Carefree RV, nice quiet space, but I'm sharpening my broadheads because it's super important to have really sharp broadheads. The Annihilators are the broadheads that I use. These broadheads are an amazing little broadhead, small diameter, cuts a big hole. It creates a little vacuum that makes a big hole, and they fly like field points. But the best part is you can shoot them in the dirt, you can shoot them into all kinds of stuff. They're really, really durable, but you can resharpen them. You can see that one is really sharp now. I've been sitting here just sharpening it about 40 times on each side, and it comes out almost brand new. Huh, I shot my whitetail with that last year. Now look at it, it's ready for a big bear.
Needed that. That's my beaver. She called me beaver after all. That's kind of the secret sauce, especially going into the evening. The big bears are coming. Ah, that sucks.
He's big. He's big. Pretty big. So I saw this bear last year. Same thing. It's cool. He's at that 5'6" mark. Like he's dead. Sure. Smoke that bear.
I think so, yeah. Just watch. I think he just fell. That bear was dead. That bear is enormous. Like it took the air away. It was like it wasn't even hit. Never seen anything like that. Almost went right through that bear, right through the center.
And that bear is that's a super giant bear. I think it's the biggest bear I've ever shot. It's got to be. Anyway, he's dead in this little hollow, but he's really big and kind of freaking scary, and it's really dark in there. And I know he's dead now, but that's a big one. Blair's going up to this bear right now. Oh man, got to be sure. Like it's in this pit here.
Okay, so now get a long stick and just poke him.
Okay, so there's other bears here. We're trying to do this right, and it's a little haywire. There's three other bears here, and he's toast.
He's toast, man.
Yep, I can see him.
Center.
Oh, holy, he's huge. Oh my god. This is the biggest black bear I'll ever shoot. This is probably the last black bear I'll ever shoot. I decided to buy the tags in this zone and go hunting one more time for black bears, and I guess I was just given a gift here because this bear is enormous. His head is enormous, his body's enormous. The whole thing is just a monster. He's gonna be a really heavy bear and just a great representation of the animals that live in the area that we've got the tags in. There's lots of bears like this here. Last year I saw him. He was here last year also, and he never came in the daylight one time. This was the first time we ever saw him in the daylight. And, you know, I just got lucky, to be honest. This is definitely well into poop and young, and I'm just tickled to be here with this bear. But if you'd like to come and hunt with Ryan Kohler Hunting Adventures, give me a call. We'll see if we can get you a toad like this.
Book now for your 2025 and 2026 bear hunts with Ryan Kohler's Hunting Adventures. Don't miss out. Reserve your spot today.
How to Hunt is brought to you by Hoyt Archery. Get serious, get Hoyt. Habit Outdoors by Mako Inc. Our gear, your adventure. RK Hunting Adventures. Book your Canadian hunt today. Hodag. Inventory. Pattern. Hunt. Wild TV Plus. Stream the best outdoor adventures on all your favorite devices. And these valued partners.